Well, good morning. When I was quite young, we had a family friend, an adult male, and he was very fun to be around. He was always telling jokes, always kidding with the kids. We had fun with him. One time I witnessed him getting very angry. Luckily it wasn't at me, but he was getting very angry. And it was a side of him that I never saw, and it shocked me in a way. And I remember going to talk to my dad about that, and he explained it must have been something like this. He said, "Bill, everybody is dealing with something in their lives, something internally they're dealing with. It could be big, it could be small. But sometimes that affects the way they respond in situations." I didn't quite understand it at the time, because as a little kid, my biggest burden was keeping air in my tires of my bike, probably. But later, as I got older, it made a lot of sense. Each one of us carries some sort of a burden, something that's internally within us that we try to deal with on a regular basis. It could be big, it could be small, but we all have things that we deal with, our burdens. In this beautiful gospel, we hear some incredibly inviting words. "Come to me, all you who labor and are burdened, and I will give you rest." What an incredible invitation that is from Jesus Christ. He's saying, give me your problems, give me your troubles, and I will give you what you need to deal with those. Now, I've often said up here, there's a big difference between want and need. We can certainly present to Jesus our wants. And in fact, he invites us to. But we have to be open and know that he may not always give us our wants, but he will always give us our needs. Now, it's very easy for us as human beings to not lay it at Jesus' feet, to deal with it ourselves. "Oh, I've got this, I'll figure it out." But that's not what Jesus is asking us to do. He's asking for our troubles, our burdens. He wants them. Let me kind of illustrate that for you. We all have people in our lives that we love, and they love us. We know they love us, they know we love them. But that doesn't mean we stop telling them that we love them. We still have to tell them we love them. And it's the same with Jesus Christ. He wants our problems, our burdens, because in giving it to him, when we lay it at his feet, we're saying, "I trust you, Lord. I trust you to give me what I need." That's what he wants to hear. Let me give you a little example of something that hits very close to home. Some of you know that just recently, our daughter and son-in-law and 2 grandchildren moved permanently to Ireland. Now, you don't have to be a parent or grandparent to know the sting of that, what I just said. Now, my wife and I have had a little over a year to prepare. And I'll be very honest with you. During that year plus, my prayer has been very selfish. It's been, "God, give them some obstacle so they can't move." It's very true. That's been my prayer. I wanted them to stay. Well, as I got closer, and the container truck showed up, and they loaded all their things in there and sent it off to Ireland, I knew that wasn't going to happen. So my prayer changed. It became, "God, give me what I need to get through this. Give me what I need to work through this. That's been my prayer since. And I've got to tell you, Jesus has given me whatever I needed at that time. So my son-in-law and granddaughter left first, and then a week later, our daughter and grandson left. And I've got to tell you, the day that our son-in-law and granddaughter left was the most difficult day of my life. I came to work, couldn't concentrate, went home, took a nap, got up to go get the mail. And my wife's car was in the driveway, which is unusual. She doesn't come home early usually during the day, but I thought maybe she's dealing with the same thing I am. And as I walked out there, around the car came my brother. My wife had arranged for him to fly in from North Carolina to be with me. Jesus gave me what I needed. Jesus continues to give my wife and I what we need to get through this. And most of the time, it's each other. I can tell you with all sincerity, all you have to do is put your burden at Jesus' feet, and he will give you what you need. Amen.